Have you ever owned a budget phone and thought, wait, this feels faster than my $1,000 flagship phone? Don't be surprised, it's quite common. Today we'll explore why budget phones sometimes seem faster than high-end ones and what really happens behind the scenes. The myth that more power means greater speed. Most people assume that a more expensive phone is always faster. Flagship phones have the latest processors, more RAM, and better graphics chips, but that doesn't mean they always feel faster in everyday use. Why? Because raw power is only part of the equation. Why budget phones can be so fast? There are several reasons why budget phones can be so smooth. Lightweight software. Budget phones typically have simpler, lighter software with fewer background processes. Some brands even prioritize speed over animations. Lower resolution screens. Many budget phones use 1080p screens instead of 2K or 4K. This means the processor doesn't have to work as hard, resulting in smoother performance. Less bloatware. Surprisingly, some budget phones come with fewer pre-installed apps than high-end models. Less clutter equals faster responsiveness. Efficient app management. Budget devices sometimes close apps quickly to save battery and RAM. This makes navigation smoother, even if multitasking isn't as fluid. Why high-end phones can be slower? On the other hand, high-end phones can sometimes be sluggish. They have higher resolution screens and higher refresh rates, which require more power. They usually have a heavier software layer with advanced features, animations, and background services. Over time, the more you fill your phone with apps, data, and updates, the slower it will become compared to a new budget phone. For example, a $250 phone with a Snapdragon 6 processor and a 90Hz 1080p screen might have smoother menus than a $1,200 phone with a 120Hz QHD+ screen, simply because the high-end phone's hardware has to process more pixels and features. It's like driving a sports car in traffic. Lots of power, but you can't always use it. Does this mean that budget phones are better? Not exactly. Flagship phones still excel in demanding games, multitasking, camera quality, and long-term performance. But for everyday use, browsing, messaging, etc., a budget phone can be just as fast, or even faster. Conclusion. So, the next time you test a budget phone and find it's faster, remember, it's not just about the specs, but about optimization and balance. Now, we'd like to know, would you choose a budget phone over a high-end one if it were faster for everyday use? Share your thoughts below, and if you're looking for the best budget phones that rival high-end models in 2025, don't miss the video on screen. See you soon.